How you doing? My name is Joshua James. I work, I'm unemployed, but I volunteer with a nonprofit, American National Academy. We teach the Constitution the first and third Saturday of every month. Personally, I have we have a GoFundMe, a campaign called Protect the Votes, a 33 county tour. So we are touring every county of New Mexico, informing the people of what their constitutional rights and powers are, as well as all those that are elected officials. We are informing them, as well as the sheriffs. We're informing them what their power and true role is in the county. As far as an organizer, I just work with all these guys trying to spread the truth, trying to get the information that we all need, that is our duty in America to understand, to overstand, so that we are not made slaves and chattel like all those communist nations are doing.
Right. So what would you like to express to folks in a nutshell that aren't able to be here today?
Number one, if you don't know your rights, you have none. It is our duty to understand the Constitution. One of the most important things is that our elected officials did not complete the electoral process of the Constitution. That would be Article 22, Section 19 of the New Mexico Constitution, which says you get elected by the electors, then you take your constitutional oath, and then you have 30 days, used to be 10 days, I don't know when that changed, but you have 30 days to get your constitutional oath personally bonded. It's called a political assurity bond. And there's only been a handful of people do that in the state of New Mexico since 1986. When they made us a for-profit corporation. So every department ever created in the state after 1986 is a for-profit corporation. So technically our elected officials here forfeited their elected position after the 30 days of their oath not being bonded. We have one bonded sheriff in the state, and that is Sheriff Ferrari. Thank you very much, Sheriff Ferrari of San Juan County.
Okay. So in light of that, now where specifically can our audience be able to go and dig up those details?
So we teach the Constitution the first and third Saturday of every month at AmericanNationalAcademy.org. Okay. We also have the New Mexico Assembly, and just get in touch with any of us and find out where our classes are. That is the AmericanNationalAcademy.org.
Okay, got it.
There is another one at the moment. It's just not
no worries,
coming out.
No worries. I get it. Yeah, you guys have been getting it done, man.
Yeah, we've been here. This is our third day here. Wow. We've been dealing with the state police every day harassing us. Wow. We were set to sleep the night here every night, but that did not happen. And fighting with them to place porta potties.
Wow. Well, the joys of governmental minutia.
Yeah.
So what got you fired up to get involved in this originally? Like, what was the nucleus that got you decided?
Well, I've been doing this since I was a kid. I've been learning all of this information. I am a walk-away Democrat. I worked for the Democratic Party. I was a delegate and treasurer for the Democratic Convention. I worked for many campaigns, the Clintons and many others in the past. I was in the core groups of protesting during the Bush days and Occupy and all those things. And all I realized was that nothing was really changing. These people were all helping each other to commit treason. And the moment Trump came in, I realized that we have a president that, for once, is doing things that nobody else would ever touch to bring our Constitution back out of exile, because it's been in exile for over 100 years. So this July 4th, President Trump did do that. We are now operating on the original Constitution again. We are taking away the corporations that are controlling our nation. Thank you, President Trump.
Yeah.
And just seeing everybody finally trying to learn the things that I've been preaching for 20 plus years. Everybody's hungry for it. Good. War has finally come to our doorstep, which is necessary for us to realize what we need to fight for.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what we're finding around, is that we've got more people interested and pursuing a way that they can do something about this on a legal basis, on an appropriate basis where we can still be kind to each other, but we can get something done. And so that's kind of what New Mexico Red is all about, and what we're pushing towards as we go forward. So I really appreciate your time.
Thank you for
and
your
we're going to be
time.
having some more chats with you.
Absolutely, anytime.
Right. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is Rebecca. Rebecca, where did you come in from? You're here from Santa Fe, right?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Tell me how the feeling is around here with people that you know in terms of how the state's being run, how the election sense, just kind of generally what's going on with you right now and why you're here.
My name is Rebecca and I live here in Santa Fe, New Mexico. And it's been really hard because our governor, she's a Democrat and she does not want to follow the Constitution. And it's been really hard to even vote, go outside and vote, go and vote. It's really hard because they don't respect our voice, they don't respect our right. And it's been so evil. Like, you can feel it. You can feel the evil in this small state. Like, you can feel it. You can feel it. They're killing babies. They're doing a lot of stuff, and people don't realize that. People don't open their eyes, and it's horrible. It's horrible to see all this stuff and not do anything. So it's time for us to wake up and do something now.
Good. So you were telling me a little bit earlier, and I think you said something to my sister about how you. How old are you, by the way?
24.
You're 24,
Yes.
And then you and your husband at your house, you had people coming up and ripping out your signs and trying to take your stuff.
Yeah, so people are not happy with us, especially because we're Hispanic. And people are like, how can you be in favor of a person like that, like Donald Trump? I'm like, we're in favor of the Bible. We're in favor of God. So whatever God says, that's what we're going to do. And we're going to protect the Bible. We're going to protect God. And people get mad at us. So people go and they say bad stuff. Like, they comment on Facebook, they say it in our face. And we're not scared. We're not scared.
Good.
We're just here to preach the truth. So
Good. That's good. That's what counts. So why is it you? A lot of people would say that Trump isn't somebody that God approves of. At least the people on the left do. Because I have a lot of friends that are on the left that say that they're believers, and yet they support a lot of things that don't really jive with that. But they like to say that Trump is not, and that people that agree with him are not believers. So what would you say to that?
So first of all, we are all sinners. No one's perfect, only God.
Yeah.
So God chose Donald Trump. At first, he wasn't a good guy. He wasn't a good man. Okay, we all know that. But God had to touch his heart, his soul, and that made the difference, because God needed someone intelligent, important, famous, with money to care for this country, to care for all of us, for our rights. And that's why God was like, okay, this is the right person. And yes, every time you speak the truth, people get mad. But I mean, Donald Trump doesn't care. So that's why God chose Donald Trump, because he doesn't care. And he even said it today. He's like, oh, there's a lot of nasty stuff in the government, and they're gonna get mad. They're already mad. And yeah, that's not gonna stop God. That's not gonna stop that's not gonna stop evil. So God had to use Donald Trump, because Donald Trump is gonna be the light that we need. But people don't like that. The liberals don't like that. Democrats don't like that. Even a few Republicans, they don't like that. So
True. There's plenty of them that are knuckleheads on all sides of it.
yeah.
So thank you so much, Rebecca. I really appreciate your words. It's going to help us a lot. We're trying to get the word out to a lot of people. So
You're
we
welcome.
can understand. Thank
God
you.
bless you.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Connie Anderson.
Connie?
Roxie Burgess.
Roxie Burgess? Cool. Do you want to be a part of this, or you just want to hang out? It's fine.
It.
What's your name?
My name is Gunner Anderson.
Gunner? Nice. Okay, well, we're glad to have you. I'm Sid, and we're with New Mexico Red, so I wanted to ask you guys, one, we're getting the sign because this is a big part of what we're talking about is the economy in New Mexico and how it's been messed up for 90 years plus, but particularly for 90 years, and how we want to help to change that. And so clearly that's where y'all stand. We also love that sign, which liberty is essential, and because by golly, without our individual rights, we are the smallest minority, and if we don't have our rights, then nobody will. So Can you tell me a little bit about what that means to you?
Well, this third world country,
Yeah.
honest to goodness, I'm embarrassed at how this election went. It's such a shameful thing.
Yeah.
And it's very evident that there was cheating and thieving and malfeasance and you name it, it went on. And people are turning their backs to it. And I think if we don't stand up and let our voices known that we are not going to be the country we are today ever again. Ever again.
Agree.
It's so important. And I'm very staunch on our liberty. You know, they're slowly chipping away. And we have got to start standing up and saying no more. We've got to turn this country around. We've got to turn this country back to God, too. We have fallen from God.
That's the primary, yeah.
We've got to turn it back to God. And that's the way I feel.
Good. Yeah. What about you? Have anything to add to that?
People from these countries come here to escape all this, and it's okay that we turn it into their country? Not my watch, it's not. Heck no. I want to be the country that has my freedoms to choose what I want to do. And it is essential to be free and have my freedoms to do what I want to do. And if I want to say that no, what you're doing, I can have that choice. If I like it, I will be with it. If I don't, strong enough to say no.
All right. Good. And you got no argument from me. That's what we're about. So, well, good. Do you have you got anything you want to throw in there?
We're a sign that says liberty is essential. I'm a history fan, so it means a lot to me. Back in like 1776, we had ourselves independent from Britain.
Right.
Because we're tired of the rule. Well, if we don't keep our liberty, I just go back to that. Just for how we
Right. You got it. That's exactly it. That's
I'm taking it, dude.
well said. How old are you?
I am 14.
14. That's what we need our young people to understand.
Amen.
Is what this nation was founded on, and what individual liberty means, and what being free means. Doesn't mean that we take from other people. It means that we are able to live our lives the way we see fit, at the same time allowing others to live theirs. And all these people that do come up from other countries that have been communists and are communists now, that are coming into our nation, are coming here to get away from that garbage. And we want that. And then we're going to break out into song over here that's going to be perfect.
Amen.